Know Me Yet Podcast Network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey, I'm your girl LD along with my girl the Diva. Welcome to Two Gems and a Mic. Girl, we got some madness to talk about today.
I know. Let's just jump into that one because I don't know how these people fail uppers, but I want to fail up. I do. I want to fail.
Be the theme of the month. So we're gonna start with I call it the WNBA madness.
Yeah.
So Curt Miller was the head coach of the Connecticut Sun.
Yes.
Went to championships, did this, did that, could not win. They fired him. He went to LA, tore that team up. They fired him. He is now, what is he, Tanisha?
He is the executive VP and the general manager of the Dallas Wings. Make it make sense.
It don't.
I need you to make it make sense. Like, try.
I can't. That's the ultimate failing up.
How?
Yep.
I do bad at my job.
With anything.
If I do bad at my job, they're gonna walk me out, Linda. And they're not gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna put you in the Chiefs position." Yeah, we gonna let you move on over here to the Chiefs. I know you suck to be in the SA, but we gonna move you on up.
We gonna move
to the Chief position. Absolutely.
It does not work. I'm not gonna try it because I know it ain't gonna work. So I'm not gonna put myself in this situation.
I've seen it a couple times. I'm not gonna say the other person because it's a family friend, and I think you know who I'm talking about. But they have failed upwards, and sometimes it work out. We'll see how it work out for you.
Work for some, it don't work for everybody. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
That is for sure. Don't try it, Tanisha. It wouldn't work because I ain't gonna try because we probably have to wind up moving in with each other. So
exactly.
Yeah. So
we too old for that. We too old for that, Linda. You stuck in your ways. I don't like it. Nah. All right. Yeah, but that was horrible. I just had to get that out.
I'm stubborn as a mule. Now let's go NFL. I mean WNBA. That's crazy. That's one move. They did make some good moves because got some good coaches. Still a lot of vacancies. We'll see what happens. Week 10. I mean, let's start with the Ravens and the Bengals on Thursday night.
Okay.
Jamar Chase. I'm not a huge fan of his. I don't have to be. I respect his game.
Oh, it's real.
It's real.
It's so real. He's been causing problems for people for years. 3
touchdowns, 263 yards.
I know it. And would have still been making touchdowns. They gave him a little extra time. He was killing them. And it's not unusual. You pretty much, if you betting on DraftKings, go ahead and put that Chase down as a touchdown.
But what was funny too? I bet I had him scoring a touchdown last weekend and he didn't. He got yards. He gonna get you yards. But what I couldn't understand, I'm like, at some point, just
scratch him. Scratch him. Do something. I don't care. Go trip him up.
Poke him in the eye. Get the flag. Take the flag. Do whatever you got to do. But you can't let him run amok like that.
Hey, they tackle my nephew by the ankles. Tackle him by the ankles. Do something. But hell, scratch him, do something. But don't let the man beat you like he stole something all night long.
He did.
God, dog.
He did.
He was winning so much. It reminded me of the girl in remember the Titan? He beat him like he stole something.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
I knew he had a good game, but then I saw his score, and then I saw his fantasy score. I
had him on fantasy. I know. I won with him. I had him on my fantasy team. I won. I was like, thank you, Jamar.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chase.
They pulled it out. The Ravens pulled it out. And when I say pulled it out, it was 35-34. It was a good game. It was
Yeah.
a
Oh
good
yeah.
game,
Oh,
but
it's
the
always
Ravens are
gonna be
going
a
to have
good
to work
game,
on that. The Ravens offense looks good too. They clicking Lamar had a run, and it was like
dude. Dude,
scratch
Lamar had
him,
run. Dude, Lamar.
tackle him,
Lamar.
do something. They couldn't do.
That's
It was just horrible.
that's week after week, dude. What's
Yeah,
the one he spin around? Did a twist and a pirouette and still made the play. Come on
yeah,
now,
yeah.
Lamar give you that
They
every
look
week.
good. I just
He'll
like
highlight reel.
if I'm on that team though, and I saw they showed Jamar Chase sitting on the bench with his lips poked out, and I'm like, yeah, I feel the same way you do. I feel bad for you. 3 touchdowns and 263 yards, and you lose a game by a point.
It looked like somebody stole his bike, didn't it?
Want to fight? He want to go down that line like just start slapping people.
I know they got a video where they just go in. I feel bad for him, but you know what?
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna say I
really
feel
don't.
bad for him, but
Yeah, you heard I say I really don't,
oh, okay,
because
I got you.
he be
All
running his
right,
mouth a little.
let's. The Ravens are looking great. I'm. It's a scary team. The Bengals, you gotta watch. They just losing like the way they losing games. It's like, damn, really another
Yeah,
loss. So
yeah.
I don't know. You got to kind of watch out for them. Let's move on to Sunday morning.
Your team
Hmm.
early, early,
And I'm
early.
wearing because it's
Germany,
veterans. I'm not wearing because it's and
Germany,
we
Sunday
vets, so
morning.
we wearing. But yeah, for Germany in
I
Munich,
mean, overtime too.
the fumble in overtime is not what cost us the game. It should have never went to overtime. What cost us the game is the fact that Daniel Jones cannot see people wide open.
That's what cost y'all the game.
He was throwing the ball to spot and the wide receivers. There's nobody near the wide receivers, and he's throwing it 10 yards away from them. He's throwing it
Yeah.
low to the ground. They did a flea flicker on 3rd and 1, which I thought was like okay, and he took a sack. 2 guys was open.
Yeah,
Kurt Warner was saying, "I'm not sure what he's looking at."
that's what Kurt. That Kurt want to see it.
He said, "I'm not sure what he sees. He ain't seeing the field, and he ain't seeing his players."
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that
And
quarterback, man,
and
because you
and
about to
here's the
clown.
thing.
Little
You know
Packers
how
see
we
shit
feel
either
about. We
early.
both have feelings about Bryce Young, so I'm happy whenever he played. He
Ah,
played a good game, but they shouldn't have beat us.
I'm just happy for. I am happy for
Yeah,
Bryce because they done
yeah.
treated him like a
I
runaway.
yeah, I can't take. They earned the game.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
earned it.
Mhm.
But Daniel Jones has got to go. When they asked Brian Dable today, is he's like, well,
We
I'm
gonna
gonna
we
get
are
him
we
right.
gonna wait.
We got right.
Yeah,
We got
we'll
wait.
figure out
Yeah.
what
He
we're gonna
started.
do.
Ooh,
What you got, DeVito?
yeah, we got my boy,
D-
Drew Lock.
I know you like Drew Lock, but is it Drew Lock
I
then
think it's
DeVito?
DeVito, and then I think it's DeVito keeps saying bring on the Paisan. We'll see what happens. Ain't neither one
I
of us
kind
gonna
of
get one
feel
of us gonna
like
get us to the promised land.
Locke is better.
I think Lock is a better quarterback,
Yeah,
also.
I feel like Locke is better. I
Yeah.
mean, I do.
All right, let's hit some of these Sunday games. Steelers and
Well,
the Commanders. It was a hyped game. Thought it was going to be a
yeah,
good game, and it turned out to be
better than what you thought.
no. Yeah, I would say better, but it was a good
I
game.
mean, but I
Yes,
mean, we've been saying that let Russ cook. I think they done made. My dad was talk. I was talking to my dad. My dad's like, the Steelers about to surprise everybody. You know, blah blah blah. Oh, Johnny Wayne usually pretty right. I don't know. I mean, they pulled it off. I wouldn't have thought they would have won that one. Um,
really,
well, I mean, I thought they
because of
had a
where they were.
chance. I
Because,
thought they had a chance. It's just that they getting the pieces in place. You don't never know how well that's gonna gel. You know, it takes sometimes take a week or two to really get that going.
right. I
But
mean, but did you think that they were gonna lose because they were in Washington or
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I didn't expect them to drop that home game.
okay,
Nah, nah,
okay,
and not the way they've been playing and all the hype around the quarterback and everything, and he's been playing well. I mean,
okay?
I didn't think he would drop that game. Um, but like I said, the Steelers is that underdog that I wouldn't be surprised if they hurt some people's feelings.
I mean, can you call you still calling them an underdog?
Well, that's not fair then, Linda. They just started off
No,
as an
not. I
underdog. I
wasn't
think
clowning you. I'm
now,
just saying you still consider them the underdog
well,
because they're not there yet.
they're close.
Okay.
They look good all the way around, and that's hard to do.
I mean, on
They don't
defense,
have glaring gaps, in my opinion, like some
right.
of the other teams have.
I mean,
I'll
you
put it
got
that
TJ
way.
Watt on defense. He
That's
gonna make
enough.
something happen every week. Now you
Hmm.
got Pickens, who's
Yeah, well, he a
like
dog.
spreading out. Yeah, I mean they and I mean, I just named them because those two stick out every week.
Johnson,
Yep,
Johnson,
and but
Johnson,
yeah,
and
and then
then
they
you
went
got
and
Mike
got
Williams. That's
who didn't want
which
Mike Williams?
just the Jets, just a rod, just a rod,
A Ron.
a run.
A,
Yeah,
but I'm
he
keeping an eye
probably
on
rethinking
Pittsburgh.
that now.
Pittsburgh is going to be a spoiler this year. I think they're going to mess up somebody's season.
Yep, they are.
I
I
think they're going to
believe
mess
they
up
are.
somebody's season.
I
Since we
believe they
talking
are.
about A Ron, let's stay there.
Lord have mercy.
Say it again.
Lord have mercy. I can't even begin to tell you what's going on over there. I
31
mean,
to 6.
a
Who
whole mugging.
we still gonna blame it on Robert Saleh?
You ain't got no sense. No, we're not. And the
I
sad
had the
thing about
TV
it
down
is
earlier
he
to
finally looked defeated.
yeah. I
Like,
had the TV down earlier today, and I kind of hate I missed it, but I do work during the day, and A Ron was on the Pat McAfee show. I don't know what he said.
probably not much.
Yeah, he was talking. He was up there for a while, and I probably to get
He
that
probably
check.
think they gonna still magically get there.
It looked terrible.
I mean, I don't know what's going on because Garrett Wilson is, to me, one of the best wide receivers I've seen in years. I
You got
mean,
a good running
you
back.
know what Devontae Adams brings to the table.
He was missing him left and right.
You know you got Brees Hall. Like, I don't understand it. And you had Mike Williams before you threw him under the bus. I just don't understand. Conklin is a serviceable tight end. I don't
Yeah,
I don't understand what's going on, to be honest with you. I think it's just that Aaron Rodgers he's not mobile enough to see the lanes that maybe a year or two he was able to see before that Achilles tendon tear.
yeah,
He's
because he
clearly
can't move.
slower.
He
He's
can't move.
he's clearly slower
Yeah,
than he was, and it almost looked like he's old, but it's an injury. He was moving faster than that prior to
he's
that injury.
football old.
He is football old, but even when he was football old, he was still moving pretty decent. Now he's football old with a really serious injury that has now hampered him and made him look football old.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yes. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of
Yes.
sense. I don't know where they go. I don't know. I don't.
To
There's
the
no.
draft and get some high picks. What you talking about? They
Yeah,
not finna.
because they were so pumped up last week when they won. I was like, oh, they're gonna come out and do something. Not
Oh,
that
I thought
Arizona.
that was the turnaround.
Yeah, and not
They
that
had me
Arizona's
fooled.
no scrubs because Arizona looks good.
Oh, I've been said that.
Yeah, Arizona's playing like
Oh,
they should have been playing, but not no 31 to 6. Not 31 to 6. I'm not gonna. I mean, I ain't got to give it to them. They
that
got
was
it.
the score.
Yeah,
That was the score, man.
that was the
What
score.
about the Patriots beating the Bears?
They fired their offensive coordinator because it's his fault.
Somebody got to take the fall.
Of course,
We can't have Caleb out there thinking he bad.
No, and they win. I mean, the 4 games that they won, of course, the offensive coordinator ain't had nothing to do with that.
No.
That was all somebody else. So he's gonna take the fall. But I'm gonna tell you what, the Patriots, they're a tricky team.
Yeah.
They don't look bad. They ain't great. They're a tricky team. And
how
I think
many
their
wins
coach
do they have? Because they started off winning and then they went on a little losing streak.
Yeah, they're 3. They're 3-7. I mean,
are they?
Yeah, they got the same as your people.
Oh Lord, unnecessary.
They 3-7, and they were in some close games. They were in some close games that they lost, but yeah, they're 3-7. The Bears, I don't know. I mean, they could pull themselves out, and
dude,
maybe
they got a squad, dude. Keenan Allen, Moore, Dunze, or I don't want to butcher his name. They got people. They got a decent running back. I mean, really and truly, they got Cole Kmet. They got a good tight end. They have the offensive guys. Why it's not working? Go ahead
I
and
don't
tell
know.
it.
Is it Williams?
Is it?
I mean, you got some thoughts on him.
I mean, I told you I thought that he was a. I agree with Big Pat. I thought after watching him a couple games this year, it's you throw these rookies out here and you learn them. You let them learn by
The
hitting
hard way.
with the. Yeah, I think Tom Brady is correct. I think you are ruining some of these guys by not allowing them to sit a year, watch the game, see how it's played, get you a good veteran that'll teach them something, knowing that they're gonna, a good bridge quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't do that, you find sometimes that they go out there and just get hit by bullets because this is the NFL and it's rough out there in them streets.
I agree.
And so I think he's just gonna have to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
I think that he has all the talent in the world? Absolutely. Nobody's giving up on Caleb Williams, but this is what happens when you throw somebody out there and you just think I'm gonna throw him out here and he's just gonna come out gunning. Everybody don't do that.
Right.
The Strouds, the Jadens, everybody
They're
don't have
different.
that first.
Everybody don't have that.
Yeah, they don't
they're
have that
different.
first year.
They're different. And
Sometimes it take a year or two for you to become that guy.
Right. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump over to the Vikings. I'm not giving up on them yet. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
The
ain't
Vikings
nobody
and the
giving up on 'em.
Jaguars. Funky
Boy,
game. 12-7.
Darnold struggled like a mug, didn't he? But they won. They
Yeah.
won. From week to week, you're gonna have some bad games.
Yeah.
Like I said, to me, just like we're gonna get to Detroit later. Golf had a bad game, but they pulled it out. Sometimes you got to rely on the other people to get.
And in that same division,
Mhm.
which is a tight division, you got them, you got the Bears, you have the Packers and the Vikings. So good division there. So since you was talking about them, let's talk about the Detroit game. I got dizzy.
Because I was gonna give the Jaguars played Trevor was out, so you got the old Patriots
Jones, he was pumped up. He
Yeah,
scored that touchdown. He
Mac
lost his
Jones.
mind,
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah, Mac Jones got to finally see the field again. I know he was happy. It was a good time for him. How do you think he did?
He did. I mean, he got one touchdown. It wasn't impressive.
All right.
It wasn't impressive. The score was 12-7. It wasn't an impressive game overall. So I mean, he didn't. I mean, I can't say that he hurt him, but he ain't do nothing.
He didn't go. He's not the answer.
He had 2 interceptions.
He's not the answer.
No.
And you see that now.
Yeah, he got all pumped up and all that other stuff, and no, he ain't the dude. He ain't the dude. But
all right,
I mean,
move it on.
You say the word interception.
Lord have mercy, Jared Goff. He couldn't throw enough, could he?
It was 7 total in the game.
He threw 5 though, didn't he?
He threw 5.
Yeah,
he threw 5.
He had a rough one.
And
he had a rough outing.
And it just, I felt like I was watching a tennis match.
But the fact that he threw 5 and they didn't
and they
win,
won.
No, that the Texans didn't win though. How do you get 5 interceptions?
Two things there that the Texans lost and they won. Texans got to be asking a whole lot of questions. Detroit got to be feeling a little good, saying not good about how they played, but good they overcame.
That they dug one out. What you say? They're becoming that team that can figure out a way to win.
Yep, they were resilient.
They are figuring out a way to win, and they pulled one off. They pulled a rabbit out the hat.
They sure did. We're gonna talk about some rabbits later too. Falcons and the Saints. I thought I had the Falcons in that game, and the kicker.
Lord have mercy.
And he's usually money.
I don't think Kirk Cousins threw any touchdowns either.
He did. He did.
Did he throw?
Yeah, but the kicker just couldn't kick. No, I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins didn't throw a touchdown. He had an interception. He did not throw a touchdown.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. He did not. But the kicker, he was Young Hoku was, what was he, 1 for 4?
Young Hoku about to be unemployed.
No, he ain't.
If he don't,
I saw they showed they showed a picture of what's his name, Arthur Blanc, the owner,
Mm-hmm.
walking him out, walking him into the tunnel with his
Give him a
arm
little
around
huggy
him.
hug.
Yep,
Give him a little
talking to
huggy hug.
him like, dude, that wasn't on you,
Well, MVS showed up and showed
did
out.
he? You know, I
He
love me some MVS.
he showed up and showed out.
I love me some MVS. So now Derek Carr, you know,
I'm I'm
he
I'm
on one
glad
again.
I'm glad to see that he landed on his feet after being kind of tossed around a little bit.
Yeah,
I
because they
like
sent him over
MVS.
to the Bills. The Bills got rid of him,
Yep, I like
and he's
MVS.
there. But you know what scared me at the end of the game? I thought the damn coach was having a heart attack
Oh, I did too.
or something.
Oh, his legs got stiff and leaned forward
Oh yeah,
like
he
he
was
was
all
doing that Michael
he was.
Jackson. I
Yeah,
was like, what?
yeah, he was a little. He
I
was a
thought it.
little excited.
I
He
thought either he had a head rush because he was so happy. Sometimes you know how you get happy, you get a head rush, or I really thought he was going down for the count. I did not know what's going on,
no.
and even when he came to the conference, he still looked a little flushed to
Oh
me.
yeah, he was very. He was excited.
Yeah,
He was
so maybe it
excited.
was just excitement of that win. You
He's
know what
the
I mean?
only. You know what? He's the only. He's what is he? No, he's not. Him and Andy Reid are the only undefeated coaches in the NFL right now.
Oh, because he won. You dumb. It ain't got no sense. Girl, please. But
So the
yeah,
mm,
what about the 49ers and the Bucks?
I oh, what stood out to me in that game, the highlight of
Yes.
the game is the Baker Mayfield stiff arm.
What? What? To Bosa?
Yeah,
You know they hate each other anyway.
yeah,
You
yeah.
do
They
know
do.
that
That
they
goes
hate
back.
each other
Yeah, that
from
goes
college
back.
when Baker's planted that flag. You remember that, right?
Oh, I remember that
Or that
because
old school,
I
and
like Ohio
then
State.
Bosa came out and tortured him like when he was with the Browns. That with the game because he was so upset about that. And Baker putting that stiff on him. I bet you Baker making a poster right now to hang up on his wall.
Oh, you know he is.
Matter of fact, a real fan would make it for him.
How
A real
how
fan would make it for him.
how much of a difference do you think that McCaffrey made for the team?
He made a difference.
I
Absolutely.
know how much of a difference. I know he made a difference. Was it like
60%, 70% difference. Everything goes through McCaffrey, in my
okay?
opinion.
Yeah, he was
Everything
catching them. He
opens
was
up.
running them. He
Everything
looked
opens up
comfortable.
when
Yeah,
McCaffrey's on the field.
yeah,
So
and
67, and it'll be worse next week.
yeah, and I think because I think because I don't think he was coming back unless he was ready.
And they shouldn't have let him come back before he was ready because that's McCaffrey. Don't throw your stud out there to get killed.
Yeah.
Let him heal, and then y'all still look fumble your way through. I mean, Mason did enough. Jordan Mason did enough. Now y'all in position to make a run
Mm-hmm.
and get where you need to be. They did the right thing. They handled that perfectly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Didn't rush him back. Made the team play. Made him dig it out. He did a wonderful job.
yeah.
And they managed that situation well. I wish other teams would do that and stop running their players out there, getting them killed week in and week out. Go ahead and let them heal so they can come out there and be productive. They did a good job with that, the 49ers organization, in my
What
opinion.
What do you think about the Chargers?
I love Herbert. So I think they got a chance. They play hard, they grind out, they do what they need. I like the little lad, McConkley, whatever his name is, McConkley. I
Bulldog.
I like him. I like him. That's coming on Quentin. I mean, I like it. To me, that's a team that'll mess around and cause some problems. Right there. To me, that's a sleeper type team, in my opinion. If they could get on the roll and get going here, they might cause some issues.
Yeah, and they got a renewed energy with their coach.
Of course.
Yeah, a
Of
renewed
course.
energy with their coach. So yeah,
Everywhere
somebody.
he go,
I
he
mean, they was
win.
playing. I mean, we know who they were playing, but and the
Yeah.
Titans, they just I don't know where they are this year. They're just playing the year out because
Lord
they
have
ain't going
mercy.
nowhere. So they just playing the year out.
Oh,
But
look, Calvin Ridley.
hey, you make choices. What's his name got out of there? Didn't he? D Hop got out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna save them for a little. I'm gonna save them for a little later. We talked
You
about
talking about laughs, huh? You gonna say the Cowboys for some
no, not
laughs
even for
later?
laughs, just for conversation. Just
Okay.
conversation pieces. We talked about the Bills,
Mm-hmm. We
right?
talk about the Eagles
What is
and the Cowboys. We
yeah,
gonna get
no,
them
no, we ain't
laughs.
talk about them yet. I want to talk about
Chiefs.
the Bills and the Colts. Do you believe in what the Colts are doing with Joe
Flacco.
Flacco and sitting?
No,
I'm just watching too many. I'm watching sacks and I'm watching interceptions, and you're still playing him because my thing is, is your thing just to teach? Just
so
do the lesson?
I'm not sure what the game plan is there because Flacco was playing well at one point. So I
He had
think
three
when they
interceptions.
originally made the move, they're like, you got a veteran Flacco. Flacco, I guarantee you he know how to read the field. So Anthony Richardson's learning something in that room. But it's not like he still can't learn in that room being the starting quarterback. I immediately said that I thought that yes, he said what he said or whatever the case, but I probably would have pulled him to the side. Psst, come here. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
Oh, and they've named Flacco the starter for this upcoming week.
I know this, but I'm saying that's what led quote unquote to the benching.
Mm-hmm.
And to me now, I think they've just said in their mind, we're gonna go ahead and let him sit on the bench and learn from Flacco. It just isn't working
And your
out the
record isn't
way.
that horrible. You 4-6, but Flacco had 3 interceptions and a fumble.
Hell, what he had last week? He had a crap load last week.
Yeah. So I don't understand the mindset of something. You want to win, and I know some
Unless
players on that team got
there's
to be
something
looking at
in
him saying,
unless there's something in that locker room that we don't know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he lost the locker room. You know what I mean? Like they were like this ragged. You know what I mean? What you mean you tired? You
Yeah.
know, who knows? Maybe he lost the locker room and they're just saying, hey, we're gonna set him and make him earn his way back on that field.
Okay.
I don't know. But
Okay.
other than that, I really don't understand it because having Flacco, he seems to play much better as a backup. Coming, from coming off. So just I think I would have left. I wouldn't have. Well, first of all, I wouldn't have benched him in the first place.
Right.
I'd have made him eat crow, but I wouldn't have benched him.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
yeah.
So last night's game.
We talking about the you skipped over
Dolphins
the Chiefs
and the Rams. Yeah. No, I'm gonna get back. I got 2 games I'm saving for last for purpose on purpose. The Dolphins and the Rams. The Dolphins, they won the game.
Yeah,
The
they
Rams,
won.
that might have hurt them 4-5 because of coming out of that division. It's going to be very difficult. Miami, I don't know. They're 3-4. I don't see them going on any streak.
I hate
The fact that it was Tyreek Hill's second touchdown of the year.
Of the year. Of the year. But do they go on a win streak here and get back in it?
They got to win what, 7 games?
And some games to be played.
Yeah, they got to win 7 games. They got to win 7 of the 9 games, they said.
They got, look, Jonnu Smith, Waddle, Tyreek, come on. And A-Chain, come on. They got the team to go on a run.
So you think you still give them a chance?
What's the schedule look like?
I don't have this schedule. I don't have the upcoming schedule.
I'm gonna peek real quick.
I can look at some of the stuff that they have, but I just don't see them running over folks. I don't even see them beating the Bills.
I can see them beating the Bills. That's kind of a little rivalry thing going on there. I can see them beating the Bills the next time. I really can.
They play the Raiders. They play the Patriots.
I can see them. Okay, keep going.
They play the Packers.
Yeah,
they play the Jets.
Okay,
the Texans.
Hold up. The Packers is going to be rough. They can beat the Jets. They can beat. I think they can beat the Bills. I think they can beat the Raiders.
They got the Texans.
The Texans is going to be a hard game for them.
The 49ers.
That's going to be rough.
The Browns.
That's going to be okay.
And then they got to beat the Jets again. I don't see them beating the Jets twice.
So I don't see the Browns get after. You got Myles Garrett getting after the quarterback. That's going to be rough on them too. They not going to win. Yeah, they not. Let me just keep it 100. They not. They schedule is rough.
You change them?
Yes, I did. Right on spot. Yeah. I'm keeping it 100. You done rattled off too many names.
It was the way you said it.
No.
You said they're not gonna win.
No, they're not gonna win.
Okay.
I changed my mind. And I love Tyreek, and you know how much I love him.
Yeah.
But he can't even.
I know
he can't
you do.
pull that off. Him or A-Chain. None of them. Niggas can't.
Yeah,
that's they're out.
Let's talk about this because you mentioned something earlier, and you said rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Everybody on the Chiefs got a rabbit's foot in their sock, in their shoe, some,
Yeah. It's
hidden
dangling.
somewhere.
Yeah. Pat got one around his wrist. He wearing around his necklace. Got a little rabbit's foot right here on his neck. Everything. Kelsey he got a rabbit's foot earring. I mean, they are yay.
I said it when it was getting ready to happen. I said, these lucky sons of guns. I said, somebody gonna block this punt.
If you this field goal. If you only could have got to that DraftKings quick enough, you could have made you a little change. I know you was trying.
You talk about they were all looking a little sad because like, oh, this is gonna be our first loss, and then all of a sudden, and like everybody said, even watching, they said 4 people could have blocked that.
But here go the crazy thing. I was reading in the comments and somebody said Mahomes running around there like he won the Super Bowl. But boy, I'm telling you, man, who you telling? Man, they listen.
They 15 games.
Let me tell you what's funny. That team, that's what people need to be worried about. Every game to them is like the Super Bowl. They running around like, wow! You see, he was like,
and I still say to Nisha, he has not played his best football yet.
Hell no.
I'm not gonna say him. The offense has not played their best football yet.
Because that really shouldn't.
The defense hasn't, and the defense looks good. And you know I love Spag, but that special teams. And I watched somebody break it down. They knew where their gap was.
Oh, absolutely. Dan Orlovsky broke it down perfectly. He broke it down. They found the weakest link and they attacked it 3 times, and they finally got where they was trying to do. They found the weakest link and they went for him, and that was it. But I'm gonna tell you, it shouldn't have been that close because Pat missed Kelsey wide open in the back. He missed him wide open. I don't know. I think he was a little nervous. They was on him. He's been set kind of hard.
The hardest passes. It's just like with basketball. Sometimes that hardest pass to make is that soft, easy pass because he's there by himself.
And I think it had a lot to do with
it's easy.
I've noticed that the way he throws a little bit now, it's a little bit different because he realizes that he's been getting a lot of his ball tipped, and so he's putting a little bit more air on it. And I think that's one where he was worried, and instead of him just lobbing that on in there, he just threw it up, put up a little. He got in the habit of put a little bit more air on it, and he overshot him.
Yeah, they definitely should have had another, and I would have beat you in fantasy football had they done that.
Well, if a dog had a square butt, he crap bricks, but he don't, ma'am. And I told you, you're gonna stop going against me. I'm killing people in fantasy.
Okay,
I'm killing them.
What do you say if you what?
Huh? What I tell you, if I tell you it's cheese on the moon, get your crack and follow me.
All right.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong, baby. If it's cheese on the moon, get your crack and follow me. I'm telling you, some cheese up there.
Every time you say that, I don't know what cartoon it was with the mouse sitting on it might have been a commercial. The mouse sitting on the moon with a cracker scooping the cheese. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna bring it on our.
They probably made it because I told them to.
Yeah, it's old. It's old. That's because you're old.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. I ain't gonna lie, I'm old.
All right, now we're gonna talk about something, and this is not to clown you because there's just a lot of controversy. So this is not clowning you. This ain't no Giants hate or whatever. The Cowboys. First of all, sad to say that they did say today he's done for the season. He's got to have that surgery.
I got to drop him.
I just want to address all the clowns. And I think his name is Jones. He's on one of those talk shows talking about how he gave up on the team. He did this, he did that. No, Jones. He's on one of them talk shows and he was talking all this trash. He wasn't hurt. I played with a bad hamstring. I did this, I did that. And Torrey Hunter, who used to play, said, hey, we don't know what that man's MRIs look like. Give him a chance to see what happened. Partially torn.
Need surgery.
If you ever had a pull one.
Oh, you already know.
Right. So people sit out for pull ones, but people quick to pass judgment. Yeah. Now we're gonna move on to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons made a comment.
He sure did.
And people just took it all out of context. Reading comprehension is fundamental.
It's important.
They teach that now. I'm going through that with my grandson now. You can read the story. You got to comprehend the story. What'd you get out of the story? What were the main points? What were the sub points? So on and so forth. People just read.
I'm sorry. You didn't break it down, did you, Linda?
Yeah,
Main
yeah.
points of all
Critical
right.
thinking, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Certain stuff they're not teaching people, so they're quick to. And it made sense to me when he made the comment.
I mean, Martin, he was just basically
Yeah,
saying, dude is
yeah.
wrapping his
This
career up.
guy can go somewhere else. This guy can't. He's
Mhm.
done after this. He's done playing. It wasn't a hit on Mike, but now he should be gone. He
I
should
mean,
be somewhere else. It wasn't a hit on
I
Mike.
thought I was gonna wake up to him being no
Yeah,
longer
that's
with
a whole
us.
different story. So people blew that out of proportion, but I don't know what is going on with them.
Oh, I know. We had like 45 yards in passing, and then and
Cooper
hell,
Rush looked like he ain't never played football before.
which shocked me. I was not expecting that from Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush has been a very decent backup quarterback for the
Yes,
Cowboys.
yes.
He's been in the system since Pat came in. They both had the same. They went to the same. Right the camp
The
right before you.
combine.
Yeah, the combine. They went the same. Listen, I don't know what happened, but after seeing that, can we please get Trey Lance on up here and see what he gonna
And then
do?
they threw him out there with but let
Yeah.
him play. If you're gonna play like
Hell, he
this,
still had 21 yards. Hell, he
yeah,
had half of what he had, and he only got to throw the ball 3
yeah.
times. So that
They
tell you right
got to
there.
get they have got to get like a true GM, some people that know what
It's
they're
not.
doing
You might as well
because
stop. That's not
you
gonna
just
happen.
making and Jerry Jones ain't gonna let it go.
Y'all haven't said that's not gonna happen. You can just stop even thinking that way.
He said,
We
"Stop it."
already know that the Jones are gonna run the Cowboys until all of them die. So that's it. That we not no Cowboy fan is expecting GMs to come in and run the Cowboy like that. That's out. So we know what we got. And it just whatever sometimes he might get it right or it's close and they give us a little tease and we feel good about it. And then he let it walk right out the door, or we'll get another wide receiver. And then he like, oh, we ain't got to pay this one, but we needed to pay that one. I mean, it's always something. Ham, no burger. We always messing up. We have no run game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a
But like
minute,
I
that's a that's a new one right there. You got what?
ham, no burger. I'm just saying, it's always something. Like I said, I will never be able to get, and I say this every week, but the fact that Derrick Henry wanted to be a Cowboy and everybody knows it, but we didn't want to pay him.
That's why. That's why I saved the Cowboys for last because I needed you to get that out. I know you needed to get that out. I'm so
Man, it's
over my
heartbreaking.
Giants. I have no expectations, so I don't need to.
I'm not one to gossip, but someone sent me a picture of the Cowboys stadium, except it was a toilet seat. They had taken it and put a flap on it. I was like, y'all go straight to hell.
I didn't. Somebody sent that to me, and I
But you
just
sent
passed
it.
it on. And I was
I
like,
wasn't gonna call your name with your
"Yeah, you
raggedy
can't.
self,
You can't." I had to share that. I
but
was like,
I was just like, good
but you know what?
Lord.
You know
That's
what
what we
gets
doing
me?
to the Cowboys now. We turning the whole stadium into a toilet seat.
Yeah, but you know what gets me? My team is doing horrible. I'm gonna represent. They doing horrible.
But oh my God.
But here's the thing: the expectations, I think, are a little different. Like we'd have different expectations if we
Hell
had a
yeah,
different
we got
quarterback.
different expectations. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. Thanksgiving is coming around the corner, and you know what that's about to be national embarrassment on the TV screen. Then I got to go back to work to hear these clowns clowning, talking about cowgirls and stuff. I,
Them
but
girls, yep, them
mhm,
girls. It's bad. It's bad.
man,
I don't see them turning around
dude, I
this
seen a
season. I
dude
don't know what they
crying in the
do during the
stand. A
off
grown
season.
man crying the other day at the last game. I seen a grown man crying. They
Yeah,
actually put it on him, and he was crying. His eyes was watering, and everything. And I was like, dude, I feel you.
yeah. It's
I feel it
it's
in
rough.
my soul too. This is embarrassing. This
It
is absolutely disgusting. Do you be trying to hold your head up and everything, hoping that something good might happen? No, it's not gonna happen.
and the worst part of it, I think some of the worst part of it was a division rivalry.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
dude,
made it
who
worse.
was on the bench that looked like somebody had stole his bike? I'm trying to think which lineman that was on the bench just sitting there.
Everybody,
He just looked defeated. Like he looked like the world had come to an end. And I was like, that right there, tells me the coach needs to be gone. I know he's not going to be gone, no matter how much I pray for it. No matter how much I expect them to just make a change. And it's not that I want the man fired. Go do something else. Go work in college or just work somewhere else. I don't want you to be unemployed, like don't have a job, can't feed your family.
Got money.
Just get out of the Cowboys Stadium. Get out of our lives. Okay? I just want him out of our lives.
All right.
And I'm sitting here and I'm watching this. I'm watching a freaking line. He just on the bench. He just sad. And I'm like, we are done. It is over for us. The locker room is dead. It's over. There's no Dak now. They're just like, we might as well be playing. We might as well go get a construction man down the street that can throw a football. Like, it's bad. It's real bad.
Tanisha, breathe.
Okay. Dude, you know I
know. Breathe. So
why you do me like this?
Why you do me like this? Tell me if you agree or disagree. My top 3 games for next week:
Bills and Chiefs,
Commanders and the Eagles Thursday night, Ravens and the Steelers, and the Chiefs and the Bills.
All right, we don't predict like we ain't been predicting lately. Give me your prediction on those 3.
Commanders.
Over the Eagles?
Yep.
Okay.
Commanders over the Eagles, Ravens over the Steelers, and the Chiefs over the Bills.
I'm going with the Chiefs over the Bills. I'm going with the Eagles over the Commanders, and I'm going with the Ravens over the Steelers.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. Here's the fun part.
All right.
Let's talk about it. So, entertainment corner. I'm gonna go first this time. You went first the last 2 times.
All right.
What to watch, right? And we're telling you what to watch. That don't mean it's new. Some of y'all have already watched it because y'all probably said like, y'all are late. I'm late. Yeah. I've been watching this season. I just finished the last episode of season 3 of The Lincoln Lawyer. Love it.
Love it.
Every episode give you something. It keeps you going or whatever. Great cast. They're good. It's a little funny in there, a little sadness, a little bit of everything, a little drama, a lot of drama, some suspense. But check out The Lincoln Lawyer. Love it on Netflix.
Well, I'm in love with Your Honor. Your Honor. Got the dude, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. Man, dude, do not miss. Yeah. That's a good one. Y'all need to get on that. Get on Your Honor and thank me in the morning. Thank me in the morning when your eyes all tired and you like, I done 4 or 5 episodes and didn't mean to do it. Tanisha's right again. Yep. Just go ahead and thank me in the morning. But yes, Your Honor for me is another good one. Yeah, absolutely.
I had last week was a rough week for some people. We had an election. It didn't go the way some people wanted to go or whatever. Life goes on. We have to move on with our closing thoughts and everything. So I just want to say, continue to be kind, be blessed, be yourself, do the best you can, and self-care. Take care of yourself. Tanisha, absolutely. What you got?
No, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, it's been a lot of tension in workplaces and everything, but at the end of the day, you know, if you voted, you did your part. We're moving forward. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And like you said, be kind, you know, be blessed. It's free. That's right. It's free.
And until next time, everybody, remember, peace. Thank you for tuning in to 2 Gems on the Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.